Over the recent months, we've been absolutely inundated with private messages via social media, emails, messages from tackle shop owners, from keen customers asking when the impact spods will be available to buy from shops. We had hoped when we originally announced the product earlier this year that they would be in the shops for May of 2015. Unfortunately, it's taken longer than we'd all anticipated, but I am pleased to announce now that the product is finally in production, and whilst there isn't a confirmed arrival date as yet, all being well, as long as production goes smoothly, shipping goes smoothly and customs go smoothly, I'm told by the product development director that the product should be in shops before Christmas. We apologise it's taken longer than we'd anticipated, and we know you're all really keen to get your hands on the product, but we had to ensure that the impact spod was exactly how we wanted it before we brought it out. We just simply were not prepared to rush it and bring out a product that wasn't right. Over the months that you've been waiting, we've had consultants and sponsored anglers across Europe testing the product. We've made little tweaks here and there, and we've now got the product exactly how we want it. It opens beautifully, it casts beautifully, it loads beautifully. It really is a thing of beauty. Talking about the casting, we've been asked numerous times since we announced the product, how far will it cast? And whilst I'm not the biggest caster myself, we do have a few big casters in our team. Mark Bartlett's been putting this baby over 200 yards, and another angler who's a big caster who's been involved in the testing is a sponsored angler by the name of Cole Pitcher. Cole fishes on the Grenville Syndicate, a large 80-acre venue where a lot of long-range baiting is required, and he was one of the perfect people to get to test the product, not only in terms of how far it will cast and how true it will cast, but also in how it will withstand repeated casting at long range. So I'm going to now hand you over to Cole to show you just how far he can cast one of the impact spods.
Right, here we go. It's clipped up, 50 wraps. There's a bit of a wind behind, but I mean, it's still a long old chuck. Here we go. Let's go in. Let's go in. Donk! That was probably going more like 210. Awesome.
As you can see, whilst he did have a little bit of assistance from the wind, to hit the clip that hard at 200 yards is quite mind-blowing, and certainly something that I can't do, but I can do 150, 160 yards, and that for me is further than I've ever been able to cast a spod or spom in the past, so I'm really happy. Let's just talk a bit about the product itself. So we've actually made the swivel a lot bigger and stronger than on the original prototype. This was because we could, basically. People raised concerns that it might not be as strong as it could be, and whilst we were fairly confident that the swivel that was on there would be fine because we'd used it on spods in the past, because there was room to increase the size and strength of the swivel, and we had time because we were making tweaks elsewhere on the spod, we went with it. So we've now put a much stronger, bigger swivel in. This is a swivel you'd find accustomed to in sea fishing rather than carp fishing, so it's really strong and really robust. The lid, you'll notice, is now orange rather than the trans khaki colour that we originally had on the first sample. The reason for this, purely because we had so many anglers across Europe requesting that we put more of the fox orange into the product. Not only are people fans of the colour, they also could see benefits of it in watching the spod fly through the air and when it landed on the water. So we've now gone for the orange top. As with the original concept of the impact, not a lot's really changed. It still works more like a traditional spod where you can just scoop your bait up, shut your lid and ready to cast out. No using the hands to load up. And then once it hits the water, it opens, The weighted lid turns the product in the water and all your bait will come out. A couple of shakes of the rod tip, just like you do with a traditional spod. There's two sizes still, the medium and the large. Both products are perfect for all manner of baits, whether you put boilies, a spod mix, particles, pellets, even floating dog biscuits, maggots, you name it, you can put it out effortlessly and very accurately with the impacts. It's a product that's been built to last, and we really hope that you can forgive us for the delay that it's taken to get this product to market, and we do believe that once you finally get your hands on this, the wait will be more than worthwhile.
If you'd like to watch more videos from Fox Fishing TV, then click the link here. Or if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, then click the link here.